New records coming out. It's a new tour cycle, I imagine, for you guys too. What do you have coming in front of you? Like when you put out a record, you guys are a worldwide band. I mean, you can tour
Mhm.
anywhere. It must be the kind of thing where it's like, all right, daunting touring schedule. Like what kind of or is it like a 10-month kind of thing that you have in front of you, or 14, or is
You know what? It's becoming less. And that
okay.
goes back to the earlier question about, getting a little older and trying to pace ourselves, on stage and so forth. Well, we're also trying to pace ourselves with our touring schedule.
Right.
First of all, I mean, everybody wants to spend more time with their families. I think, that increases as you get older. You end up having a home life that you really enjoy and don't want to be away as much. But also, well, we just did a 7-week tour of Europe, and we decided that was probably a little long.
Yeah.
It was a great tour. We had a great time on tour with great bands that we got along with really well. Awesome fan response. Everything about it was great, but it did end up feeling a couple weeks too long in the end. Maybe just even though we enjoyed all of the shows right up, from start to finish, it still was something where we're like, okay, let's see if we can keep it to maybe more like 4 weeks tops in the future. That just seems to be something that we prefer. So we do have coming up for this album. We have this tour with Mayhem, Gore Guts, and Blood Incantation that we're starting soon.
Yeah.
Very soon, actually. I'll be heading to Florida in a few days to start practicing with the guys. And then I think the first show's in about a week and a half from when this is being recorded. And that tour is, like I said, about 4 weeks. And then that's it for this year. And then we'll be doing some more touring early next year. And then maybe another tour of Europe sometime in the second half of 2024. But our touring schedule is lighter than it's been in previous years.
Wow.
And it's a direct, I mean, there's a few reasons, but really a lot of it has to do with us just wanting it that way at this point in our lives.
Which is, I mean, I guess it's a great position to be in because you don't have to go and slug it
Mhm.
out and be out there, like you said, 7 weeks, be out there a couple of weeks longer than you want to be. So it's got to be in a nice position to be in.
Yeah, if we can do it, we will. And of course, if we're opening for another band or something and they want the tour to be 8 weeks, well, we're doing the 8 weeks. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? But
sure.
when it's our own headlining tour, we have the opportunity to choose how long it's going to be. And so I would expect that all of our tours will be in that 4 week range going forward, or less. And we're still going to be doing a lot of shows though. But I
Right.
would say it'll probably be maybe just a little more than half as much as we did, say, 10 years ago for an album, you know. But it'll still be plenty. It'll still be plenty. I'm sure next year we'll probably close in on 60 or 70 shows. And this year, I think probably about the same.
Right. So still a good amount. Still a good amount.
Yeah.